Hello and welcome to week 2. This is Andrew from CS Works Coding Academy. In this week, we are going to take all the knowledge, all the mathematical knowledge that we did in week 1, and we're going to apply it to practical skills in Python Online. So let's get straight into this and have a look what exciting work we're going to do. In day 6, we're going to have a look at Numpy for vectors and matrices. So what is Numpy? It sounds like a bit of a strange name, but it's actually a very important library within Python, which is going to help us create vectors, as you can see with some code snippets on the left, and with some code snippets on the right for matrices. So in one line of code, we can create a vector, as you can see here on the left with vector A. On the right hand side, you can see that we're making a matrix, a 2x3 matrix with one line of code. And a little bit further down, we're making a variable, matrix AT, where we transpose a matrix in one line of code. So students are going to learn a lot about how we can take all these mathematical phenomena and reduce it to just a couple of lines of code to create our project. In day 7, we're going to look at linear regression using least squares. To do this, we're going to use two libraries. The first one is a famous library called Pandas, and the second one is matplotlib, which is going to help us plot the graphs. As you can see in the bottom right corner, I have a linear regression model here, which is plotted using this library. And as you can see, the whole goal of this is to get that line, that best fit line, to be as close as possible to those data points that you can see there. So therefore, it's more accurate. In day 8, we're going to look at something called gradient descent. Now, gradient descent comes about in two areas. One, it's 2D, as you can see bottom right. 2D is, imagine we have a red ball and we want that ball to find the bottom of this parabola here. And once we can find that minimum point, the bottom point, we know that we have the least error in our system. We can take that also further and go to a 3D model, which you see top right, which kind of works on the same principle, it's just a little bit more complicated. In day 9, we're going to start our cool project. Now this project is really cool. It's basically a quest to truly understand what makes a student thrive. We wanted to move beyond the usual assumptions about good grades and dig deeper into the real-life factors that contribute to student success. We have collected data on everything about a student. That is, the hours they studied, the time they spent studying, past performance, extracurricular activities, even their sleep patterns. And we are going to use machine learning and AI and all the maths that we did in the week 1 to try to find out if there's any patterns that we can learn from this project. You can see the data top left. It has 10,000 rows and 6 columns. That means it has 60,000 cells. And we are going to analyze all those cells. We're going to carefully examine them. We're going to find patterns. And we're going to try to discover what makes that perfect student. And more importantly of all, we are going to teach the students to be able to do that themselves. See you in week 2. Bye-bye.